Nickelodeon or Baby TV or whichever, there are very many. There are very many sites. They have a certain idea they are creating in our children.
Yes.
And our children's imagination is being taken away. So that's why we are seeing that our children are able to behave in a certain way that we cannot know. Why? Because a certain foreign imagination has been fed in their In their imagination. So I'm trying to think. So what is our future generation going to be? If we are having a generation of people who are thinking about fictitious life, fictitious imagination, fantasies. Because you find people are watching soaps, their children are watching cartoons, and they think it is reality.
Yes, yes.
And because like you see, a child will just look at you, will imagine to have like a swimming pool at home.
Yes.
We say, why are you not giving me a swimming pool here? Because they have seen a swimming pool maybe in a certain cartoon something. Even a child will say, why are you not having a fire station here at home? Because they have seen that where in a cartoon. So you find that there is a disorientation of ideas. Okay, somehow there are some programs that can be educative, but you see that their imagination has been corrupted. Us as naturalists and realists, people who want to experience things in the natural setting, we are saying we need to go back on the drawing board and educate the people, even educating ourselves, that it all begins from the natural settings, going back to the basics. Going back to the basics. You see, like when God created a human, he created with that human with basic principles that are able to overtake that child. That's why you see, even if a child is thrown there, that child can grow even if it has no parents. It can go through hardships, but that child can grow. What does it mean? It means that there are some principles, natural endowments that can allow that life to go on. So, going back to our point, we really need to cultivate a habit of using the natural laws and natural principles that have guided humanity all along. Because for how long shall we feed from the imagination of others? Like today, you see people have tried to be imaginative, to actually like people who are now manufacturing beverages. We have very many companies now that are manufacturing beverages.
Kombuchas.
Kombuchas, what? Why? They are trying to compete with the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all this. So these are the ideas we are talking about. Because somebody who sits down and say, I think when I get honey, I get this and this, I will be able to make kitusi juice, something like that. That is the imagination we are talking about. If those ideas are inculcated and developed very well, now we can have systems whereby all of us are benefiting from. Benefiting, I mean that you will create a chain of how people are going to earn money from the system, from your idea. Like another successful one we can talk about is Kaziri. I think for him, he has created some systems. I think he has a big factory. He has some products that he's selling. And this is imagination. It is an idea that it was begun. And now he brings in a factory. He brings in all these other aspects. And that other people can be able to benefit from them. So at this level, we may not talk about implementation. We can talk about the environment of creating new ideas.
Now the challenge is, and I think we have to address it before we go, is that you cannot create new ideas when you are sophisticated, you are physicated, when you're putting much of your attention on others' ideas. You are just a receptive person. You're not challenging. And remember, our cultures also don't allow us to challenge the authorities. You get
to be creative.
You cannot challenge the authority. So you're like, why are you speaking that? What if there is also this way? We don't have that kind of cultivation. And that's why the people, the higher you go, the good it becomes. I'm believing it. Most highly educated people have gone ahead to be more of implementers than imaginators, because you've been highly brought up to only be a receptive person. That's why the Kaziri people are not the people who have gone in so many universities. They are not PhD holders.
Exactly.
They never did human biology to know which kind of Food should go into your body. They have no bachelor, PhD in food and beverages. They don't. These are the people who sit down and say, if I get mushroom, I add honey, I add tea, I will come out with what? He goes ahead, gets his sample, it works out, creates a factory and scales it.
Yes.
Are you getting it? So that is the way we're having challenge. So I'm challenging whoever is listening now and whoever is watching.
Yes.
That stop spending more time on your smartphone. Put your smartphone down. It's high time you started creating content. It's high time you started creating ideas which others will also consume and pay you for the consumption they are doing. And that's why we are coming here. Not because we know everything, but we know through educating others, we understand more.
Yes.
By the way, my uncle is the one who told me that. I used to perform poor in school.
Yes.
And then I said, how can I get the best performer? He said, the easiest way to learn is to teach. The easiest way to learn something is to teach it.
Yes.
I didn't understand it until recently, that the more you teach something, the more your brain is stimulated.
Exactly. It's customized.
And that's why parents, we have a natural obligation to teach our children. But unfortunately, by age 2, you want to delegate your child to the nursery setup. You no longer want to teach your education. Sorry, you are grassroots. You are DNA. You no longer want to teach your children. Are you getting it? So that's why you are giving your children to the people who even sometimes don't care in the daycares. In those daycares, if you have time to go there, they don't really care. That's why they call them daycares. If they really cared, they wouldn't be having such a name. I no longer love these flashy names, daycare. When you go there, you find your kid is always sleeping. Others are giving them sleeping pills in juices so that they can sleep. They're doing weird things, if you don't know. But because you have delegated your natural law first, that you educate.
Wow. So
have time for your child. Let them stop watching Jim Jam and let them watch you. Walk with them out, play with them. They need to use more of their hands rather than sitting in the seat and have a phone and watch Jim Jam. They have to pick a ball, run around the compound if you have
mix
one.
soil.
Break a few plates here and there. It's okay. It's part of their learning. But the question is, you are not exposing them to a situation that can allow their imaginations to work. And then when they are grown-ups, you expect them to have money. Money is a product of an imagination. Until recently, I've just learned this. That money is a product of your imagination and your ability to communicate. Because selling is all about communication.
Actually, Angel, what I can say is that actually, like a program like this, like you see, I have been involved in life skill trainings of various people. The government has rolled programs, skilling programs. Organizations have rolled programs of skilling, hands-on skilling. You see, everybody is trying to take us back. After the disorientation, we want now to reorient ourselves.
But then, I have a very big problem with that. You know, this government, our government, which I'm proud of, actually, just because of some security we have. But when it comes, I have to be critical here. Whoever is watching, it's okay. Now, what we are saying is, you guys have been working with NGOs for the last 6 years, 8 years. In skilling, I remember we've met in different forums. But the question is, let's go back and see the impact. Is it really skilling?
But maybe before you reach to that, I want to bring an aspect.
That at least they are waking up.
That we are going back to the basics, which we would have done from the beginning. Because now, if we have left Jim Jam to parent our children, and we have limited their creativity, and then we pass them through a system of school, expensive system where we are paying our monies and paying for their downfall, by the way. And then when they have graduated, now again we take them to what? To skilling project.
When they can no longer
because why? They have been through a system that has taught them to receive. And now after they have received, they can do nothing with what they have received. So now we have to take them back to learn some basics like hard skills. Now there are many things that are being scaled in. So it is better now that really we need to emphasize on that platform, that atmosphere whereby our children are able to be